Hey everyone, I'm King of Valence. Thanks for watching the Spore Speedrun. This is Tribal Stage, completed on hard difficulty in 10 minutes and 53 seconds. Here's the creature I'll be using in this speedrun. This creature is an omnivore with level 5 feet and level 5 tribal equipment already outfitted. This is an individual level speedrun, so this creature will not have any consequence traits during this stage since those would have been unlocked and carried over from previous stages. Immediately at the start of Tribal Stage, send everyone to gather and buy a baby. We're going to perform a trick that allows us to duplicate the babies. So when the hatches, go into settings and change the graphics effects. This will reset the egg playing animation and spawn us another baby for free. So we're going to see it again. We're going to pause, go into settings, and change the graphics effects. That will reset the egg animation again and get us another free baby. The window for performing this trick is super lenient. Just pause after the baby is spawned, but before the egg shell animation fades away. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Peppermint Swirl on YouTube who explained this trick to me. Thanks so much. This really revolutionized the way I think about Tribal Stage. Since this trick is going to allow us to save 60 food points worth of babies, it's going to get us 6 babies for free throughout the run. In case anyone was wondering, it's not possible to keep infinitely spawning babies. There is a hard cap. Right now we can only have 6 tribal members, so once we exceed, if we did it again, the egg would hatch, but no baby would come out. So now we got 25, we got enough food for the wooden horns, and we're just going to keep gathering. At about a minute in, the next tribe will spawn, but we're going to keep gathering just for a little bit longer. Tribal Stage may sometimes seem like a bunch of tribal members just kind of running around aimlessly, but there's actually a very specific order of operations I'm trying to do here. So we sent our 3 newest tribe members, the 3 babies, to go get food. As they're leaving, the next 3 tribe members to return are going to get the wooden horns. They're going to get their first instrument. See, now the tribal chieftain has returned. I'm going to give the tribal chieftain a head start by gifting Pink early. I like to gift the main food supply. I think it's more consistent than gifting a regular tribe member. I also like using the tribal chieftain to do the gifting. The other members seem to get stuck sometimes, but the tribal chieftain is pretty reliable, so I prefer using the tribal chieftain to do the gifts. While we're waiting for the tribal chieftain to gift, we're going to give the rest of our members wooden horns, and then we'll follow up right behind the tribal chieftain. Alright, we got the gift on Pink, and we're going to send all 3 of those wooden horns. Looks like Pink was coming out to gather, so they actually met us halfway. There's a little bit of RNG in our favor to help us reduce the walking just a little bit. The rival tribes can only ask for instruments that we have unlocked, so these guys will only ask for the wooden horns. So I'm just spamming 1 on my keyboard to do this as quickly as possible, because I know it's going to be the wooden horns. And you get up to 5 chances to complete the progress bar each time, from yellow to blue and from blue to green. As soon as the progress bar fills, move the characters around and then resume. That will skip the finishing animation where they hold up their 10 out of 10 signs like you did a great job, and then quickly click back onto them to reinitiate the ally sequence. The faster you can do that, the less chance they have to walk around and need to reassemble themselves before allying. So do that as quickly as possible. After we ally with this first tribe, we'll have room for 3 more members, so let's get the babies rolling because that's on the longest timer. I'm going to have them gather while we're waiting for this to hatch. And as soon as it hatches, go ahead and change the graphics effects to duplicate the baby again. And once more, as soon as it hatches, change the graphics effects to something else, and it will give us 2 more free babies. Ideally, we should have at least 1 adult to defend the babies and the food, so this guy attacked the wild animal. Next, I'm going to be scouting out the rival tribes. We're looking for what instruments they have. Lavender has maracas, Cyan has didgeridoos, and Orange has didgeridoos. This means Lavender will be our next ally, because they only have maracas, which is what we already have. We will unlock whatever the other tribe has once we ally them. Since Lavender and I both have maracas, I won't unlock any new instruments, and I want to delay unlocking the didgeridoos for as long as possible. Big thanks to Error Found from the Spore speedrunning community for pointing out how unlocks work in Tribal Stage to me. Sometimes you gotta micromanage your little tribal characters, they get stuck pretty easily. I'm currently waiting for my babies to grow up so we can get more maracas. We need 3 wooden horns and 3 maracas in order to consistently ally the next tribe. As soon as the tribal chieftain is done gathering, I'm going to give the tribal chieftain a head start and gift a lavender. This will give me enough time to make sure I got 3 wooden horns and 3 maracas, and then I'll have the traveling band follow up behind the chieftain. The angry tribes, that's Cyan and Lavender, they won't attack for about 2.5 minutes after spawning. What we used to do is make everyone friendly and then go back and ally them all. But thanks to the duplication glitch, we're actually much faster, and attacking in raids, they won't actually become an issue anymore. So this is why the duplication glitch is going to save so much time. I had the rest of the band keep a good distance from Lavender. I didn't want them attacking each other. So now I got 6 tribal members with instruments, got the tribal chieftain, and I got 1 tribal member at home defending, and I got 1 gathering. So each of our tribal members are accounted for and actively participating in this speedrun. We can quickly reset to ally Lavender a little faster. And it looks like our 2.5 minutes is up because Cyan, they're attacking. But don't worry, it's all part of the plan. We're almost done with Lavender, and as soon as we're done with Lavender, we are going to ally Cyan. So I'm pulling my other tribe members 8 and 9 away from our tribe because I don't want them attacking Cyan. We're about to gift Cyan as soon as I can. If my tribe members and Cyan started attacking each other, even if I gift them, they have too big of a grudge, they won't let it go, and they'll continue to fight, and I don't want them fighting, so I'm going to keep them pretty good distance, keep this guy way out of the way, and don't worry, Cyan's not going to make a scratch on our main hut. I'm not worried about them doing damage. Thankfully this epic got confused and left. Much appreciated, epic. Not going to ruin this run. See, not a scratch, and Cyan's coming home. Now I'm returning tribal characters 8 and 9 to the home to defend from wild animals stealing the food. And we're going to ally Cyan. That's why it was so important to not unlock the didgeridoos, because now we're just ready and immediately going into Cyan. You can see on the minimap, and maybe at the top of the screen, Orange is sending out a scout. He's actually going to try to raid us for food, so I'm going to have one of my members, who isn't performing, gift Orange while that guy is heading towards our tribe. So he thinks he's sneaky, he's going to go and try to steal our food while we're not looking, while we're busy allying. So there's the gift, and he's still actually going to make his way to our tribe, and then once he gets there he'll realize he actually doesn't want to raid us. He'll get the radio call and realize, oh no, I don't want to actually steal from you guys. And he'll just hang out for a little bit. Going to buy another baby, and we're going to duplicate these ones also. We can duplicate for numbers 11 and 12. So Orange is heading on home. Currently busy duplicating babies, so I'm going to buy the didgeridoos. I don't have the didgeridoos ready yet, but I'm going to perform for this guy just to keep him steady there. I don't want him moving all the way back to Orange. This guy's actually going to save us a lot of time. Even though I'm getting the didgeridoos as fast as I can in order to ally this guy. But normally I would have to wait for my babies to grow up, because they wouldn't be able to defend themselves if everyone left all the way to Orange. As soon as we leave, wild animals are going to show up and start attacking our babies and eating our food. But since we're allying Orange so close to our home tribe, this actually prevents the wild animals from spawning and defends our babies, so they can grow up while we're allying Orange over here. And then we'll be able to equip our babies as soon as they're ready and have them join the traveling band and make our way to the final tribe, which is the yellow at the bottom of the map. And performing for just one tribal member makes it really easy, since each tribal member can only ask for up to 1 instrument by themselves, so this is pretty much a guarantee to ally Orange here. So I'll give our last 3 tribe members some instruments, try to even it out. We're going to go for 4 didgeridoos, 4 maracas, and 3 wooden horns, and then we'll have the tribal chieftain gift yellow. Once again, give the tribal chieftain a head start while we're waiting for all of our new recruits to get their instruments, and then have them follow up. And we're bringing everyone from our home. We don't need any more food. We got everything we need. The wild animals can take whatever they want. They can have it all 24. If yellow happen to make their way towards our nest. That could have saved some time, but it's kind of expected me to make a final walk to the last tribe. Looks like a lot of the members are starving, but we did this fast enough where they aren't going to starve to death. So as long as they're alive, that's good enough. They'll make it. Looks like I found 2 yellow guys just by themselves. You always gotta look for tribal members that are isolated. That will limit the amount of instrument requests they can make. Waiting for them to assemble the ensemble. I'm being really careful about what buttons I'm pressing. This is a really good run, so I'm taking just an extra half second to make sure I'm pressing the right button. Number 3 for didgeridoos. We're on the final home stretch for Ally in yellow. Starving tribe members has never stopped this performing band before. I want to say one more big thank you to Peppermint Swirl on YouTube for helping me improve this time. This saved 2.5 minutes over my previous personal best for Tribal Stage on hard. It's a huge improvement, and that's Tribal Stage completed on hard difficulty. Let me know what you thought of this kind of video of showing an individual speedrun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.